I hate this one thing about the Jujutsu Kaisen trailer. But before I talk about that one thing, wow, this animation blew my mind. The art, the animation, the visual spectacle. It is indeed shocking. This trailer currently has 5.4 million views on Crunchyroll, 3.9 million views on Toho Animation, and over 17 million views on its X account. That is absolutely insane. And do you know what else is insane? Some of these hate comments. MAPPA is being killed by Jujutsu Kaisen, a terrible studio that produces bad content. I don't love the art style. I wish they kept season 1, artists versus the pivot to season 2 and now 3. Why does he look like a fan-made animation or something? The manga animation on YouTube looks better than that. Bruh, I don't like how they animated her.
Are you serious?
Mate, some of these hate comments make me laugh because what do you mean that you think the animation looks bad? I think it looks absolutely fantastic in my opinion. Are we even watching the same thing? I mean, look at this visual spectacle. And fortunately, I am not the only one who thinks these things, as the overwhelming majority of fans love this trailer. So that is good to see. But within those fan positive comments, I have also been seeing other comments that are neither positive nor negative. It's more of an observation towards the overall production of JJK. And what could that be? What is that one thing I hate about the Jujutsu Kaisen trailer? Well, it concerns the animators at MAPPA. This hate comment which says, I hate how they have been overworked and downgraded the animation so much. It made it go from a 10 to a 7 or 8. While I don't agree that the animation is downgraded, I do see where this hate comment is coming from in regards to the animation being quote-unquote downgraded. It is no surprise that the overall look and feel of season 2 and the season 3 trailer do look quite different compared to JJK season 1 and the Zero movie. And the main reason as to why I think that is mainly due to the director changes. I mean, just even watch season 1 and compare it to season 2. Season 1 and the Zero movie had more detail in the art. There was more shines, more rim lighting compared to season 2 and 3. But because the art style is simplified, it allows the animators to go crazy on the animation sequences. The animators are no longer bogged down to the extra detail in the art and can focus on making cool action animation. This one comment under this JJK season 1 versus season 2 art more or less summed up this entire issue. Season 2's art style is nice, but it has a very I'm an underpaid overworked animator and I have to make things a bit more simple so I can sleep for 3 hours. And that comment leads into the main issue in regards to the JJK season 3 trailer. As I said before, there are both positive and negative comments in regard to JJK, and then there are those comments that are mainly talking about the same thing, the MAPPA animators. The hate comment I showed you before, while I don't agree that the animation is downgraded, I do agree with the statement of him saying that the artists are being overworked, and a lot of people on multiple social media platforms are more or less saying the same thing. The MAPPA animators may not see their families for 10 months at least. And I know some of these comments are coming from a place of being sarcastic and just joking around. Oh no, the artists at MAPPA will never see their families again because they have to do so many multiple shows all at once. But the more I read some of these comments, the more I'm like, is this actually funny? Because I don't quite see the humor in this. Now, unless you are Patrick Star living under a rock, then you all must be aware of the JJK Studio MAPPA production meltdown that happened during season 2 airing in the autumn. The overall gist of it is that the animators and artists at MAPPA were overworked and underpaid, more or less rushing out these projects. And it wasn't just JJK that was going through this. Attack on Titan had a pretty rough production process. The higher ups at MAPPA only caring about quantity than quality, release releasing as much content as possible. In my opinion,
That's no good.
it honestly makes me feel bad whenever I watch these shows, as I know that the poor artists and animators were putting their blood, sweat and tears into each frame in each episode. So whenever I see these hate comments in regards to the JJK Season 3 trailer, I get a bit triggered, because I know if there is a shot that doesn't look good, then I know some poor, hard-working, underpaid animator or artist had to rush that out to meet a deadline. And with all of these comments in regards to the poor artists and animators not seeing their families again, it made me think of the release date, the January 2026 release date. I was totally shocked by the announcement of the release date. What do you mean January 2026? That is far earlier than I could have ever imagined. I expected a possible April or summer release date, but January in a couple of months, and the first 2 episodes will be available in the cinemas in November? Damn, son! I thought that due to the production meltdown that happened in the autumn of 2023, I assumed that MAPPA would take a bit of a hiatus for JJK and truly put all of their time and effort into making this season look as good as possible, while also making sure the artists and animators get enough sleep and get paid well. And because of that, I assumed that the season 3 would actually air sometime in the summer of 2026. So I was a bit stunned when they are releasing this very early. While that is really good to see JJK coming out early, I can't help but feel a bit worried in regards to the artists and animators. What if the exact same thing happens again? What if animators and artists, as we are speaking right now, are currently feeling stressed out, underpaid and overworked while working on season 3? I hope that is not the case and the animators are being treated well. Season 2 ended in the end of 2023 and we are not getting season 3 until the start of 2026. That is almost 3 years since we have received any new JJK content, so we can only hope that the season 3 overall will look absolutely glorious. And according to this layout artist who has been working on JJK, they more or less confirmed that they have been working on this series for over a year, and by their enthusiasm towards the release of season 3, it does look like this artist is hyped up for season 3. And mate, you love to see it. Overall, while I do worry that we could get another repeat of the JJK Season 2 Shibuya incident arc, with the incident being MAPPA Studios and how they treat their artists and animators, I am very hopeful and optimistic that the artists and animators have done a great job and that Season 3 will look absolutely spectacular. And I cannot wait to finally consume JJK, the Culling game arc. Tell me in the comments down below, what do you guys think of all of this? Tell me, like this video, subscribe for more Jujutsu Kaisen videos, as well as other anime news updates, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings and more. But thank you for watching. The second boy dude signing out.